At night, in the city of Istanbul, Turkey, when the rich are busy partying, there is someone who works collecting trash on the outskirts of the city. The man's name is Mehmet. That night, while collecting trash, there was a house that caught Mehmet's attention. Every night, he always looks over there before returning to the warehouse. Not long after, it started to rain. Mehmet was forced to leave immediately. When he arrived at the warehouse, Mehmet's younger brother named Gonzales came. He saw his brother going alone to collect trash. Gonzales was angry. There, he said that collecting trash was not Mehmet's job because he's the boss here. Besides that, even though they are not biological brothers, Gonzales is very worried about his brother's health, who turns out to be suffering from kidney failure. Due to pushing himself too hard, Mehmet's condition worsened and he had to be rushed to the hospital. When they arrived at the hospital in serious condition, the staff did not immediately help, but instead told them to take a queue number first and wait for their turn. In contrast to the service they had just received, suddenly a well-dressed, fairly wealthy-looking woman arrived carrying a child. The staff there immediately helped her. At that moment, Mehmet kept staring at her. He felt as if he was not unfamiliar with the figure of that woman. Then it was Mehmet's turn. After being examined, the doctor only said that until now there was still no kidney donor available for him. It turns out that Mehmet has often come there, and the answer he receives is always the same, which is to be patient and wait until a kidney donor is available. The doctor then performed dialysis on him. After the dialysis was finished, their uncle, named Tahsin, came to pick them up. Uncle Tahsin is the adoptive parent who has raised Mehmet and Gonzales into adulthood. On the way home, Uncle Tahsin asked about the cost of the operation if, someday, a kidney donor became available. Mehmet replied that he had savings. Although the amount is still not enough now, maybe with a little more saving, the cost of the operation would be covered. Throughout the journey, the three of them joked, laughed, and sang together in the middle of the heavy night rain. Mehmet's house is located in an alley called Misery Alley. The environment where he grew up is full of prostitution, drug addicts, and street children who like to sniff glue. Before going to sleep, Mehmet always looks at a photo of his childhood memories with his mother to ease his longing. In the morning, Mehmet's condition improved. After bathing and having breakfast, he then went to the trash warehouse. Along the way, he looked cheerful, greeting everyone he met, giving money to kids who wanted to buy glue to get high, greeting his transgender friend, and so on. In short, his appearance was completely different. When he arrived at the warehouse, the other trash collectors were already waiting. It turns out that Mehmet is the boss of the recycling collectors. At the warehouse, Mehmet provides jobs for street children who have no parents and no place to live. While Mehmet and Gonzales were talking, suddenly Mehmet remembered their dreams that they had written down on Gonzales's birthday. In the notes, there are several lists of their dreams, such as riding an airplane, staying in a luxury hotel, and others. However, there is one dream that has not yet come true, which is finding their biological mother. There, Mehmet promised that one day he would definitely find their mother. Unlike Mehmet, Gonzales prefers to enjoy his life day by day without thinking about the past. Then their work as trash collectors began. When everyone had finished working and received their pay, Gonzales arrived last. But when Mehmet told him to weigh how much cardboard he had collected, Gonzales instead asked for permission to leave because there was an event nearby. Gonzales planned to beg at the entrance gate of the event so that he could earn more money that day. Mehmet was left alone. After calculating the day's earnings and wanting to store them in his savings under the sofa floor, suddenly he seemed to hear a strange sound. Sure enough, the sound came from a child who was hiding, and he looked frightened when approached. Mehmet slowly tried to ask his name and where his home was, but he did not say a single word. Until finally, when Mehmet offered him food, the boy quickly sat down on the bench, as if he had not eaten for days. However, because he still wouldn't speak, Mehmet was forced to threaten him to report to the police. Only then did the boy say that his name was Ali. Ali said that it was his own biological mother who had thrown him into a sack of trash.
Mehmet then saw that Ali's entire body was covered in bruises, as if he had been beaten. When Mehmet asked who had done all that, Ali said that he had been beaten by his stepfather. Then Mehmet took Ali home. After Ali fell asleep, Mehmet called Gonzalez. He told him about the child from the trash sack that belonged to Gonzalez. Seeing Ali, Gonzalez was shocked. He did not know how there could be a child in his sack. Gonzalez suggested reporting it to the police, but Mehmet refused. He decided to take care of the boy himself and asked Gonzalez not to tell Uncle Tahsin about Ali. Gonzalez was forced to promise not to tell anyone, then left. On the way home, Mehmet found clothes, underwear, and other necessities for Ali. While waiting inside the clothing store, Mehmet happened to meet the woman he had seen with her child at the hospital the day before. However, there were bruises visible on her face. Then Mehmet asked how the child was doing now. Hearing that question, the woman suddenly became frightened and immediately left. Sometime later, they all bathed together at a traditional Turkish bath. While bathing Ali, Mehmet felt sorry seeing the bruises all over his body. On the other hand, Gonzalez seemed to enjoy bathing with the other children. At that moment, one of the children asked about the meaning of the tattoo on Gonzalez's waist. Gonzalez said that the tattoo was a picture of his parents. Even though since birth he had never known what they looked like, he dreamed that one day he could meet them. Then Gonzalez and all the children there had fun while singing together. After bathing, Mehmet, Ali, and Gonzalez had lunch at a burger shop. Because Ali did not know when his birthday was, Mehmet planned to hold a birthday party for him that evening. He then took Ali to a cake shop. There, Mehmet asked what kind of cake Ali liked. Ali replied that he liked chocolate cake.
When he met the shopkeeper, it turned out that they already knew each other well, because Mehmet often bought cakes there to celebrate the birthdays of street children who have no parents and do not know their birth dates. In the kitchen, Mehmet asked if there were any leftover cakes that had not expired so he could get a cheaper price. But while Mehmet was choosing a cake, suddenly he heard Ali screaming. It turned out that Ali was frightened because someone tried to kidnap him. Mehmet calmed him down and then scolded Gonzalez for leaving Ali alone. When night came, Ali's birthday party began. All the children were happy, dancing together to the music. There, Gonzalez looked gloomy because of what had happened earlier. He began to think about his brother's condition, who cared too much about Ali. Then it was time to blow out the candles. After the candles were lit, Mehmet told Ali to blow them out first. But when he tried, Ali failed to blow them out, making everyone laugh. Mehmet then helped Ali blow them out together. After the event, Mehmet and Ali sat together looking at the city. At that moment, Ali told him about his wish before blowing out the candles. His wish was to have a lot of money, then take his mother away. The next day, Mehmet took Ali to the beach to teach him how to swim. At night, after putting Ali to sleep, Mehmet went to the warehouse to make a cart for Ali so he could join collecting trash and earn money himself. But suddenly, Uncle Tahsin came. The two of them sat and talked while drinking tea. Uncle Tahsin came to discuss Ali. Mehmet was disappointed, certain that Gonzalez had told him. Mehmet only said that for now he would take care of Ali until he was ready to meet his mother. Mehmet believed that his mother would surely be happy to meet Ali again. For Mehmet, all parents surely love their children. Hearing that answer, Uncle Tahsin immediately exploded. He tried to make Mehmet realize that if all parents love their children, then where are Mehmet's parents? Where are Gonzalez's parents? And where are the parents of the other street children? Uncle Tahsin tried to make Mehmet accept reality, that not all parents are good. Hearing that advice, Mehmet could only fall silent in thought. The next morning, in front of the house, Mehmet called out for Ali to come outside. But for some reason, the street children there laughed at him. Then, when Ali came out, there were already 2 trash carts there. He had made them overnight so Ali could earn money with him and save money to rescue his mother from his cruel stepfather. Before starting work, Mehmet invited Ali to race with the carts. At night, after work, before putting Ali to sleep, as usual, Mehmet looked at his small photo with his mother to ease his longing. There, he also found his favorite toy cars from childhood, then gave them to Ali. Ali was happy to have a new toy. After Ali fell asleep, Mehmet went to the warehouse. Outside, he saw the street children getting high after sniffing glue. Mehmet told them to stay away and never influence Ali. In the warehouse, while working, suddenly his kidney ailment relapsed. Fortunately, he was saved because he still had a supply of medicine. Because the pain was so intense, Mehmet decided to go home. But on the way, he saw those street children gathered in front of his house. It turned out that while Mehmet was gone, they had made Ali sniff glue. Fortunately, Ali's condition was not too severe. He had inhaled glue because he was influenced by the street children. They said that when he was high, he would be able to meet his mother. Because of his deep longing, Ali was persuaded. The next day, Mehmet took Ali to go back to his home. At first, Ali refused because he was still afraid of his stepfather. But after Mehmet tried to convince him that he would help save his mother, Ali finally agreed. After they had walked for quite a while searching for the address, Ali suddenly stopped and stared at an apartment. Not long after, a well-dressed man came out of the building. Ali immediately became frightened and hid behind Mehmet. It turned out that the man was Ali's stepfather who had been beating him all this time. Then, Mehmet told Ali to wait while he chased the man. Unfortunately, he lost track of him along the way. When he returned, Mehmet was shocked to see Ali crying in fear inside a sack. His face was also covered in bruises, as if he had been beaten. Mehmet thought that the local trash collectors had beaten Ali for collecting trash in their area. Mehmet's anger boiled over. Mehmet, who intended to teach them a lesson, instead was beaten severely by those collectors, leaving him badly injured. From a distance, Ali could only watch as Mehmet began to lose consciousness. As a result of the incident, Mehmet was rushed to the hospital. There, a nurse said that Mehmet had almost died if the police had been late to save him. While lying down, all Mehmet could think about was Ali. He kept asking the nurse about Ali, but the nurse explained that there was no child named Ali. Mehmet must have been confused because half of the blood in his body was now in the dialysis machine. Even when Mehmet asked Gonzalez about Ali, he only replied that Ali was nowhere to be found. Hearing that, Mehmet panicked. Then Gonzalez carried Mehmet to the warehouse in very critical condition because half of his blood was still in the dialysis machine. Mehmet moved the sofa and took all the savings he had been collecting for his kidney operation. When Uncle Tassin came and tried to stop him, he insisted on using all his savings to help Ali. Even Mehmet threatened them both with a knife so he could be allowed to leave. In the end, they had no choice but to let him go, taking Uncle Tassin's car. When he arrived, while enduring the pain, he slowly walked toward the door of the apartment where Ali lived. At the door, there was an old woman. She didn't seem surprised, as if she was already used to seeing Mehmet come to their house. Unlike her husband, who felt disturbed, the old man immediately drove him away and said Ali no longer lived there. Mehmet then forced his way in while pointing a knife. He searched every room, but did not find Ali anywhere. He arrived to a room that looked different from the others, a room that reopened painful childhood memories for Mehmet. Then, from behind, the old man and woman called Mehmet by his full name, Mehmet Ali. They had just moved there, but they knew that the place they now live in used to be the home of Mehmet Ali's family. In this house, young Mehmet Ali was abused by his stepfather. Unable to bear seeing her child suffer, his mother took Mehmet Ali, then put him in a trash sack. Since then, from childhood until now, he has always lived alone. Even though he became a good older brother to all his adopted siblings, Mehmet Ali's longing for his mother still feels deeply painful. From here, we learn that Mehmet is a person with schizophrenia, a psychological disorder that causes the sufferer to experience hallucinations or delusions. A person with schizophrenia has difficulty distinguishing between reality and their own thoughts.